So thank you again for choosing to be here.
I think that's a really interesting question. Kind of the kid of immigrants, I think that concept of like constant movement and having to leave the place that you call your home has really been kind of a common theme throughout my own life.
My parents raised me with mixed cultures. My dad was born and raised in Honduras in Central America, and my mother's from China. It was difficult for me to gain a sense of self and identity because of this mixed culture, and coming from South Florida, there weren't very many people I could identify with.
I thought this world was a weird binary where I'd be Chinese at home, but then as soon as I stepped out the door that I'd be American.
I didn't really feel a sense of belonging anywhere other than outside my family.
I moved to America from China when I was 7, and for the longest time I only saw myself as an immigrant and not as someone who was wholly American.
Immigrating to the United States with my parents, it was pretty directly telling that, I started to lose, some of the grasp that I had on the language that my parents could speak, whether that was Hindi or Kashmiri or something else.
When I came back from a summer in Korea with family, and I realized that I couldn't see myself living there or belonging to the space over there. I didn't really claim any of those spaces or communities.
It was kind of this weird dichotomy that I wish I recognized sooner.
And it wasn't until college that I discovered the term Asian American and the community behind it. I think that realizing that there were generations of Asians who've immigrated here and how much they've contributed to the building up of this country, it's really solidified for me the place that I have here and the claim that I have.
I think what also helped me to solidify that claim and this identity was definitely through college, when I had the chance, the opportunity to learn about different histories and experiences of other Asian immigrants here in the U.S., as well as the context that brought them here, right?
With that being said, I found a lot of sense through joining various organizations within the API community locally, and also organizations such as ECAASU, going to many conferences and finding actually many people who share my identity or have a very similar upbringing to me. And I think that helped me gain a better sense of self and acceptance with how I was raised.
So I think generational trauma is something that I've recently become interested in. I think in talking to my parents more about why they've raised me the way that they have, recognizing the differences in them being Asian immigrants and me being an immigrant myself, but having come to America when I was a lot younger and kind of taken up for myself a lot more of American culture.
Oftentimes when you think of Asian American or Asian, we sort of are limited to the box of just East Asian and that typical set of identities. Lots of amazing, South Asian, Southeast Asian, Middle Eastern, lots of people that actually fall under the spectrum of Asian American that deserve a lot of great cultural recognition, both for the work that they're doing in activism and for the progress that they're making around the world.
Mental health is super important. Oftentimes it does lead to physical ailments and physical manifestations, which you don't realize.
We don't often talk about mental health with regards to our bodies. So talking about issues like sexuality or talking about violence or harm done on our bodies, whether they be physical or emotional.
What I'd like to see is how mental health actually works and any resources that would be available for AAPI folks, and most importantly that mental health awareness isn't shameful.
ECAASU is celebrating its 40th anniversary of its conference this year. We will be holding Mixers in Boston on Thursday, April 27th. Please come out and I hope to see you there. Bye!
This is a Chucky Production. Production.